Hi, welcome to Revise the Right Way with me, Mr. Bell. Today we're going to be focusing on identity in The Great Gatsby and delving beneath the surface to find out how and why it plays such a key role in the novel. To be honest, it's such a complex issue that it may actually turn into a whole series looking at characterization and identity. But for now, we're going to look at the fact that with men, the male roles in the novel is somewhat of a damning indictment of a patriarchal society. Most of these men take action rather than talking about it. And this immediacy, which is a somewhat simplicity of action or reaction, is reinforced by their monosyllabic names. Women, on the other hand, are less of a focal point, existing to be objectified or romanticized, such as in the telling quote from Daisy, who wishes her daughter to be a beautiful little fool. Each female character has a two-syllable name to reinforce how they are marginalized in society through the simple contrast with the direct monosyllabic masculinity pervasive throughout the novel. Ironically, Daisy is also a character who is both empowered by her identity, she does get away with killing Myrtle after all, and imprisoned by it. She cries stormily at the sight of Gatsby's beautiful shirts, repeating herself when she says, "It makes me sad because I've never seen such beautiful shirts before." Her wealth and status means that Gatsby will never truly be her social equal, but he does represent something appealing in ways she struggles to articulate beyond the surface aesthetic level. She isn't the only one to search for meaning in a consumerist manner. George Wilson, angered to the point of action, gazes into the eyes of Dr. T.J. Eckelberg and states, "God sees everything." He himself is somewhat powerless, but there's a clear parallel between those who see and those who do. Owl Eyes, Wolfenheim, who claims to have made him when questioned by Carraway about Gatsby's past, and Dr. T.J. Eckelberg all have names which distance themselves from the immediacy and petty squabbles of the common population. Wolfenheim suggests that we should learn to show our friendship for a man when he's alive and not after he's dead. Then he refuses to attend Gatsby's funeral. Cold, man. Cold. Well, this is shortly before we see Gatsby's schedule, with his meticulous planning, including time for inventions where perhaps he might work on his new persona. It isn't clear whether Gatsby is born in the water, as James Gatz swam to Dan Cody's boat, an invention of his own making, or made of Wolfenheim. But it is clear that his identity is tied together by a number of extended metaphors, that of water, colour, and consumerism. Jay is born and dies of the water. He stretches out towards the distant green light, and Fitzgerald's iconic ending reinforces how many, like Gatsby, beat on boats against the current. There are lots of links to all of these throughout the book, but the simplest way to see the concept of identity throughout the novel is through obfuscation. That people are trying to obscure their true intentions or appearances behind the veneer of social etiquette. It acts as an interesting paradigm against the backdrop of prohibition and increased promiscuity within a lost generation, simultaneously reeling from the First World War and, subsequently, redirecting that pent-up energy on other vices. People don't want to show their true feelings, but some, like Tom, don't worry too much about hiding it either. The ability to get away with doing whatever you want seems to be the sole preserve of rich white men in this novel. So that's all for now. But I know there's so much more to be said about this topic, maybe in a future video. Anyway, thanks for watching. I hope this video is useful for anyone studying for the IB or A-levels, but it might also be helpful for those of you working on your IGCSEs and GCSEs. If you'd like to see more analysis on this text, then please comment below, and remember to like, share and subscribe to Revise the Right Way.